Hey everyone, today's video is going to be me teaching you how to succeed in high school as someone who just recently graduated. So let me know if this lighting situation is weird. We got the natural light in the back and then we got the vanity light up here. So just let me know, okay? Moving on to our first tip. This is going to be a little cliche, but trust me, put yourself out there. It goes for friendships, teachers, clubs, sports, anything you could think of. For me, I struggled making friends my entire high school years because I generally just did not talk to that many people. Like, a lot of people have to come talk to me. Best advice is to just laugh at some people's jokes, compliment them. If you overhear the conversation and you know what they're talking about, just like chip in. I would encourage, if you ever found a sport interesting before but you maybe didn't have the resources or time or whatever to play it, I suggest just trying out for it in high school, because if you do make the team, you're gonna learn so much about it and you might end up realizing that you actually want to continue this, or maybe you realize that it's just not for you. But either way, it's a great way to build friendships, relationships with the teachers like we just talked about. Anyways, now my third tip would be to honestly just submit the assignment. Like, I kid you not, if you like have to half-ass it, like, I don't know, so much rather you half-ass it than just not do it at all. Turn it in, because those missing assignments will stack. Okay, I have literally dropped whole letter grades just for missing assignments. Like, what was that about? Now, obviously I want you to try your hardest on everything you do, but sometimes that is our hardest, like we're just completely out of it or we got things going on. But if you can, please just try not to let the missing assignments stack up, because it'll come back to bite you in the ass. Okay, so this fourth tip is kind of personal, but honestly, I'd recommend that you experiment with your personal sense of style. Like, for me, I'm gonna show you what I'm wearing right now. I'm literally wearing a dark gray hoodie with some light gray sweatpants. And that's because pretty much all of high school, I was just wearing sweatpants and sweatshirts. Like, my senior year, I probably wore jeans like 2 times, I'm not gonna lie. I wish I experimented more, like, with accessories, with hairstyles, because I typically wore my hair just slicked back or down. Jewelry, scarves, ballet flats, like, those just look so cute. But I'm mainly saying this so that way when you're hanging out like somewhere else outside of school, or when you graduate high school and you're just like going out and stuff, you kind of have a sense of like who you are, because a lot of times people just put on clothes and it has no meaning to them. But when you have your own personal style, like, you feel more you feel more confident, you know what I'm saying? So for the next tip, if you plan on going to college, I suggest you take like maybe 3 or more APs. If you don't know what an AP is, it is an advanced placement class, which is basically a course that has the workload of college. So imagine taking a college credit course while in high school. And typically these are year-long courses, so you'll probably meet every other day. Some you have to take every day for a year, but most of them it's every other day. And these are double weighted, so say you get a B in regular math, it's going to be a B on your transcript. But say you get a B in an AP, like say AP pre-calculus, if you get a B in AP pre-calculus, then it'll count as an A on your GPA. On your weighted GPA though, not your unweighted. It looks really good for colleges because it shows that you can handle rigorous coursework. And if you pass the AP exam with like typically a 3 or higher, some schools higher, then you might not have to take that class in college. But if you are going to take one, I recommend that you take AP Psychology, AP US History, and then an AP in either a math or a English. Okay, this point is kind of similar to the last one, but if you plan to go to school in state, I recommend that you take dual enrollment classes at your local community college. So dual enrollment is a partner with your local community college that allows you to take college courses like you're in college while you're in high school. So you could probably go to 2 blocks in your high school, and then you could either go online or you could actually travel to the college and do the remaining 2 blocks or 2 classes. Grading scale is kind of different to the regular high school grading policy, but it's also typically double weighted as well. And they look really good. Even if you go out of state, they will still look good on your college resume, but it won't count towards credit if you go out of state. But also, you need to research the specific school you're applying to, because some of them prefer you not to do a dual enrollment. It's weird, but majority of college do prefer you to do dual enrollment, and it also helps you graduate faster. I know some people, they will literally complete their entire associate's degree while they're in high school. So when they graduate, they literally have to do 2 years of schooling to get their bachelor's degree. But I really wish I took more advantage of it. I literally only did 2 classes when I was in high school, and I should have done like 10 at least. The difference between dual enrollment classes and AP classes is that they're structured the same way as an actual class. So in college, sometimes at community college, they have things that like 4-week classes, 8-week classes, 16-week classes. And so if you're taking a course, you can take it at 8 weeks and be done with it versus the AP class where you have to take it for a whole year. By doing dual enrollment, it allows you to get more credits out the way faster. Typically with your associates, you're doing most of your general ed courses for college, so they're pretty easy and you can just knock them out. Like literally, I'm taking one of my gen ed courses right now, theater appreciation. Holy, I wish I took that class in high school because that shit easy as fuck. But remember, only do this if you are in state or you're just looking to boost your college application, because it'll only count if you're in state. They also have certain paths that if you're not trying to get your entire bachelor's degree and you just want to get a certificate or just a program like healthcare or a trade, then you can also complete that by the time you graduate high school. Okay, for my next point, this goes for studying, but YouTube, Khan Academy, and TikTok are gonna be your best fucking friends. When I was taking AP US History, YouTube saved my life. It's the only reason I passed that freaking exam. I'm telling you, the only reason I passed those tests. Heimer's History? Yes. What's so good about it is that whatever your teacher doesn't cover or doesn't elaborate on, you can literally just go on YouTube or TikTok or Khan Academy and just go more in depth and rewatch and repeat over and over again and take your own notes, and it's just a really good extra tool for you to use. I know Khan Academy is different from YouTube and TikTok because yes, they also have videos, but they also have practices that you can do, and you can do it as many times as you want. Okay, so for the final point of this video, I just want you to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. High school can be very taxing depending on what your extracurriculars are, what your home situation is, how much workload you have. There's a lot of things, friendships, relationships, all that good stuff can definitely take a toll on you. So you need to remember that you are the number one, okay? That is your first priority, your highest priority, okay? You cannot perform at your best if you are here, okay? You cannot perform here if you are here. So remember to reach out, ask for help. And I am wishing you guys the best on your high school journey. Let me know if you're a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. Let me know in the comments, okay? Bye guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you leave a thumbs up and subscribe and turn on those post notifications, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one.